Guys, they said Kabiyesi appreciates the Ile-Ife women who came out in their numbers to come and demand that Olori TikTok must leave the palace for disobeying their king. That this is something that they have not seen. But with this caliber of people that Kabiyesi brought to the palace, they are seeing the unthinkable. They are seeing something they have not seen in the years of this, throughout the existence of these Odua people. That the kind of things that they are hearing from these Oloris, it is something that if they did not do anything about it, it will continue. And the young ones will think that that is their culture and tradition. That in their culture and tradition, nobody have the right to disobey the king or to challenge the king, even when the king is wrong. You dare not. But in this particular issue, this is pure disobedience to the king that they are not going to sit back and watch it happen. That even if Kabiyesi don't want to do anything about it, they are not going to fold their arms and allow it to continue because they have children who are growing, who sees everything that is happening in the palace now. And if you do not let them know that this is not the right thing to do, if the old women in the palace did not take action, in the Ile-Ife kingdom did not take action, the young ones growing will think that it is their norm and they will be picking from these other Oloris. And the funny part of it is that most of these Oloris who do these things is not from Ile-Ife. Though some of them who are from Ile-Ife are doing their own too. Because someone like Blow Blow and Olori Calabash, they are also disobeying the king, especially Olori Calabash. Because if you remember, sometime around last 2-3 weeks or so, I mean last month, that was when Kabiyesi told Olori Calabash not to go to US, that Oyotunji village, when the king died. They say Kabiyesi warned her not to go there. But because she have her ulterior motive, because she was going to cover up for what she did, she decided to go there against Kabiyesi's instruction. And even have the audacity to say that because Kabiyesi does not take good care of her, Kabiyesi does not care if she exists, if she lives or not, that Kabiyesi do not have the right to tell her what to do or what not to do. Imagine that. Your king does not have the right to tell you what to do or what not to do. It's an insult. And I believe that is because at the end of the day, Kabiyesi did not do anything about it. The people did not do anything about it. That is why when Olori TikTok returns back to the palace, she started her own. Because she already know that there is nothing anyone can do about it. What's come to us, it will be like that of Olori Calabash. These people, they know what they are doing. They know what they are doing. And that is why I don't blame some people who said that now that Kabiyesi have welcomed Tobi and the twins, that he should be ready to welcome all these other Oloris with their own children, whether they belong to him or not. I don't want to talk about that because it's none of my business. But they said this particular insult on their king, that they are not going to fold their arms and watch it happen. Why is this happening? Kabiyesi have said that Olori TikTok will have to leave the palace and go and live in the Olori quarters. She said no. She said she is never going to do it. That is over her pie body will she do it. Hey, as if that is not enough. We heard that Kabiyesi instructed the guards to take her stuffs to the Olori quarters by force. So they did. They said she continued staying in that small apartment she was staying in the palace. Then when Kabiyesi finally moved her out of that palace by force, when Kabiyesi went to Lagos for a program, they said there was this conference that he went there for with Queen Naomi. That particular one that Olori Calabash went there and messed up herself. If you have not watched the video, to my channel and watch the video. Okay. So when Kabiyesi went for that conference, they said Olori TikTok returned back to the palace. And this time she returned to come and create scene. It's like it was that day they said her uncle and her aunt mobilized some people and paid them some money to come to the palace and do we no go gree or we no go gree. How can Kabiyesi throw a woman who have twins for her out of the palace as if Kabiyesi threw her out of the palace? From what we heard, Kabiyesi did not throw her out of the palace. Kabiyesi made provision for her to stay in the Olori quarters. And that Olori quarters, from what we are hearing, is not even far from the palace. It's very, very close to the palace, like we are hearing it all. Before now, we thought that it is somehow far from the palace, but information have it that is like a stone throw from that palace. And she don't want to stay there. She wants to be in the royal manor to compete with Queen Naomi. They said these women came, oh, they said no, 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 no. There is no how they will be here and she'll be misbehaving. They have to put her in her place, which is to throw her out of the palace. And throwing her out of the palace doesn't mean she must go and stay in the Olori quarters. So they will throw her out. But the question here is Kabiyesi going to allow that? Because these women, in as much as they have come to do this, they cannot do it if Kabiyesi did not give them go-ahead order. They are just expressing how they are feeling over this issue. Why would a woman be insulting their king? Why? That is not happening in their culture and tradition. Because Kabiyesi got married to you? Because you do Krewa with Kabiyesi? Maybe that's the reason. But let me tell you, a wise woman will always want to respect her husband. Despite anything, no matter what it is, you have to respect your husband. Even when, now that your husband is the king, that is the time you are expected to respect him the more, so that people will look up to you. So that people will say, oh, look at the way his wives are respecting and adoring him. And they will respect him the same way. But if you insult him, what do you expect others to do? What do you expect others to do to him? When you, as a wife, you don't protect him, all you do is expose his weaknesses, fight him, tell him that he cannot say something and it will stand and all of that. And yet he's not doing anything because he has so much respect for you guys. But is it not time that Kabiyesi do something about all this their behavior if all of this information is true? If all that we're hearing is the truth, Kabiyesi should do something. Kabiyesi should allow these women take action, because I know that the women they know what to do, but they will have to get Kabiyesi's permission before they will be able to carry out anything. Who knows if Kabiyesi will allow them do what they need to do in order to teach these women a lesson, because they need to teach them a lesson. If not, what we are hearing right now will be small from what we'll hear in the future about them and Kabiyesi. Because one thing about them is that they don't know when to draw the line. They don't even know when to stop. As long as they did not get what they want, they will keep messing up. Anyway, guys, don't forget that these are all alleged information, okay? Always bear that in mind. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and share my video. Don't forget that I love you guys. Bye. See you.